What if every moment of your life, the people you meet, the choices you make, the challenges you face, was not random at all? What if long before you took your first breath, you carefully chose them all? Imagine standing in a realm beyond time, with your soul radiant and wise, preparing the journey you are living now. In that sacred space, you weren't rushed. You weren't forced. You chose your path with love, with courage, with the deep knowing that every joy and every pain would shape you into something greater. You knew it would not be easy, yet you said yes, because your soul craved to experience, to learn, and to remember. The truth is, your life is not happening to you. It is unfolding through you. The sorrows, the triumphs, the ordinary days, they are all threads you chose to weave the masterpiece of your existence. And somewhere deep inside, you still remember why you came. Before you wore a human face or spoke a human word, you were something far greater. You were a spark of pure consciousness, timeless and radiant, resting within the infinite embrace of the Source. In that sacred space, there was no fear, no sorrow, no division, only endless peace, boundless love, and perfect unity. Your soul was whole. It lacked nothing, missed nothing, and desired nothing, except to experience. Deep within its infinite wisdom, your soul longed to know itself more fully. To do that, it needed to leave the realm of perfect unity and step into a world of contrasts, light and dark, joy and sorrow, separation and reunion. This choice wasn't made out of rebellion or punishment. It was made from love. Just as an artist craves a blank canvas, or a musician longs for new melodies, your soul desired the rich, messy, beautiful experience of being human. To touch, to cry, to laugh, to lose, to love. All of it was sacred. And so, your soul chose to dive into matter. To forget, so it could remember. To break, so it could heal. To lose itself, so it could find itself again. It knew that even in the darkest nights, a tiny flame of truth would still burn inside, leading it home when the time was right. The journey of the soul does not end with one life. Like a river flowing endlessly to the sea, your soul moves through many lifetimes, each one a stepping stone to greater wisdom. This process is called reincarnation, the ancient wheel of life, where learning never stops, and every experience serves a sacred purpose. Each lifetime offers your soul a new classroom. Some lives are filled with love and abundance. Others bring pain and loss. But all are necessary. Like chapters in a great novel, each life teaches a lesson your soul needs to remember its true power, its true light. The wheel of life shows no favoritism. It spins for kings and beggars alike. One life you may rule, another you may serve. One life you may heal, another you may be broken. Through it all, your soul grows richer, deeper, more compassionate, slowly weaving a masterpiece out of countless threads. Reincarnation is not a trap, but a gift. It is the soul's way of playing every note in the great symphony of existence. Through birth and death, joy and sorrow, gain and loss, your soul remembers more of who it truly is, and moves ever closer to the heart of the Source. When a life ends, the soul does not simply vanish. It returns to a sacred space between worlds, known as the interlife realm. Here, free from pain and illusion, the soul reflects on the life just lived. It reviews every choice, every lesson, every moment of kindness or cruelty, not with judgment, but with pure understanding. The soul is not alone in this sacred review. Spirit guides, wise beings of light, gather to assist. They do not scold or praise. They gently illuminate what was learned, what was missed, and what the soul might choose to explore next. Their presence is loving, patient, and endlessly supportive. In this realm, the soul chooses its next journey. With the help of the guides, it selects lessons it still longs to master. It may plan challenges to overcome fear, relationships to deepen love, or hardships to cultivate strength. Everything is chosen freely, with courage and a deep desire to evolve. Life between lives is not a place of punishment, but preparation. It is here, in this boundless realm of truth and love, that your soul remembers its eternal nature. And it is here that you, once again, say yes to the great adventure, stepping into a new life with open arms and a brave heart. Before you took your first breath, you sat with your spirit guides and crafted a plan. You chose the family you would be born into, knowing their love, their struggles, their imperfections. You selected parents, siblings, and even those who would challenge you, all with the purpose of shaping your soul's growth. You also chose your body. You selected its strengths and its limitations, knowing they would teach you resilience, compassion, or humility. Whether tall or small, strong or fragile, your body was not an accident. It was a sacred tool, custom designed for the lessons your soul wished to learn. You selected the circumstances of your life, the culture, the nation, the era into which you would be born. Some souls chose wealth to learn generosity. Others chose poverty to learn endurance. Every hardship and blessing was placed like a puzzle piece, perfectly aligned with your soul's mission. Pre-birth planning also included relationships, soulmates, friends, even rivals. Each connection was carefully chosen. Some would comfort you, some would challenge you, but all would help you remember who you truly are. Each interaction a mirror reflecting your soul's growth. None of these choices were punishments. They were gifts. Each obstacle, each blessing, each bond was a sacred agreement made by your soul. A promise to yourself that you would not forget the truth of who you are. And so, with great love and courage, you once again stepped into the dance of life. Karma is not a punishment. It is the great teacher of the soul. It is the law of cause and effect, where every thought, word, and action creates an echo that shapes future experiences. Karma is the mirror that helps you see yourself clearly, offering the exact lessons your soul needs to grow. There are different types of karma. Personal karma is shaped by your individual choices. Family karma is woven through generations, lessons carried across bloodlines. Collective karma belongs to groups, nations, even humanity itself. All forms of karma guide the soul back toward balance and love. Karma is not about punishment or reward. It is about learning. If you send out anger, you may experience anger in return, not to hurt you, but to help you understand the pain it causes. If you sow kindness, kindness will find you. Karma simply shows you the energy you create. Sometimes karma unfolds across lifetimes. A promise unfulfilled, a wound unhealed, or a love betrayed. These echoes can ripple into future lives, asking to be completed, healed, understood. In this way, karma is patient, compassionate, and always offering the soul another chance to evolve. You are not a victim of karma. You are its student. Every experience is an invitation to choose differently, to heal old wounds, to love more deeply. And with each conscious choice, you begin to transform karma into wisdom, turning the old wheel of cause and effect into a dance of freedom. Before you are born, you create agreements called soul contracts. These are sacred promises made between souls, designed to help each other grow, heal, and remember the truth of who they are. Some contracts are gentle and loving, others are challenging and intense, but all are rooted in love. One of the most beautiful types of soul contracts is with a soulmate. A soulmate can be a friend, a lover, a family member, anyone who helps you grow through love and support. They remind you of your worth, your purpose, and your eternal connection to all that is. Another powerful contract is with a twin flame. Twin flames mirror each other's deepest truths and shadows. The connection is often intense, filled with passion and sometimes pain. Twin flames push each other toward spiritual awakening, tearing down illusions and igniting transformation. Some soul contracts are with karmic adversaries, those who hurt us, betray us, or challenge us. These souls agree, before birth, to play difficult roles so we can learn forgiveness, strength, boundaries, or compassion. Though painful, these contracts are acts of profound love and courage. Soul contracts are not chains, they are opportunities. You have free will at every moment to choose how you respond. No soul forces another. These agreements simply create crossroads, moments to love, to heal, to grow, or to walk away. And each choice leads you closer to remembering who you truly are. You are not alone on your soul's journey. Long before you were born, you belonged to a soul group, a circle of souls who traveled together across lifetimes. They are your eternal companions, helping you learn, heal, and remember. In different lives, they may appear as family, friends, lovers, or even rivals. Soul groups are like a family of the spirit. They support each other's growth, sometimes through kindness, sometimes through challenge. Each member agrees, before birth, to play certain roles. To love you, to teach you, to test you. Together, you weave a rich tapestry of lessons and memories. Sometimes, members of your soul group challenge you the most. They may break your heart, trigger your deepest fears, or force you to stand in your power. These difficult encounters are not betrayals, but sacred agreements, designed to awaken your strength and remind you of your true light. No meeting is by accident. Every soul you meet is part of a greater plan. Your soul group walks with you lifetime after lifetime, sometimes close, sometimes from afar, always guiding you back to yourself, to your growth, and to the infinite love that binds you all together. When a soul is born into a new life, it crosses a veil of forgetting. This is not a mistake, it is by design. Forgetting the soul's plan allows you to experience life fully, to make authentic choices, and to discover your true nature freely. Without forgetting, life's lessons would lose their power. Still, your soul left you clues, whispers in the wind, hints hidden in your heart. Your intuition, those deep knowings that cannot be explained, are echoes of your soul's wisdom. They guide you when logic fails, nudging you gently toward the life you once dreamed of. Dreams are another bridge to your forgotten plan. In dreams, the soul speaks in symbols and feelings, reminding you of your deeper truths. Some dreams leave you shaken, others uplifted. All are messengers, urging you to remember the path you chose long ago. Deep emotions are also signs, when something touches your heart profoundly. A place, a person, a song. It stirs ancient memories. These emotions are not random. They are echoes of your soul's story, calling you back to your purpose, your path, your truth. There comes a time when the soul begins to remember. Sometimes, this awakening is triggered by deep suffering, loss, betrayal, illness. These cracks in the armor of life let the light in. Pain shakes you awake, forcing you to look beyond the surface, to seek deeper meaning and truth. Other times, the soul remembers through love, a profound connection, a child's laughter, a soulmate's touch, a breathtaking sunset, stirs something ancient inside. Love expands the heart, softens the mind, and opens the soul's eyes to the beauty and divinity hidden in everyday life. Sometimes, the soul whispers through dreams, repeating dreams, vivid visions, or sudden feelings of déjà vu. These are echoes from your higher self, calling you to remember. They offer glimpses of your soul's plan, reminding you that your life has meaning beyond what the eye can see, no matter how it happens, through pain, love, or dreams. Awakening is a sacred homecoming. It is the moment your soul reaches through the veil, taps you on the shoulder, and says, "Wake up. Remember who you are. Your journey has a purpose. You are the light you have been seeking." The soul's journey does not end with a single lifetime. Many souls return again and again because their learning is not yet complete. Each life offers a new chance to master lessons left unfinished, to transform fear into love, anger into forgiveness, and confusion into wisdom. Sometimes, souls return to repay karmic debts, a hurt left unhealed, a wrong left unrighted. These echoes draw the soul back, not as punishment, but as an opportunity to balance energy and restore harmony. Karma is never about guilt. It is about completion and liberation. Higher-level souls return not because they must, but because they choose to. Having completed many lessons, they come back to teach, to heal, to guide others still finding their way. These souls are like torches in the dark, shining not for themselves, but to light the path for others. Reincarnation is not a trap. but a sacred dance. Each return is a gift of new beginnings, a fresh opportunity to awaken, to love more deeply, and to live more fully. And when the soul has finally learned all it came to learn, it returns home, radiant, free, and whole. Life is not a punishment. It is a sacred classroom. Every challenge you face, every heartbreak you endure, every dream you chase, these are lessons chosen by your soul before birth. Earth is not a prison. It is a school for awakening, for growth, and for remembering your true power. Tests come in many forms. Some appear as losses, betrayals, failures. Others come as opportunities, triumphs, and love. Each is a sacred exam, designed not to punish you, but to help you see yourself more clearly, to reveal the strength, wisdom, and compassion waiting within you. Some lessons are gentle, others are harsh, but none are accidents. Your soul chose every lesson with care, knowing that only through real experience, joy, pain, loss, wonder, could you truly embody the light within you and share it with the world. Graduation is not about perfection. It is about awakening. It is about learning to love yourself through every fall, every mistake, every triumph. In the school of life, the greatest test is to remember that you were never broken. You were always whole, always divine, always enough. True liberation is not about escaping life. It is about awakening within life. It is realizing that freedom does not come from leaving the world behind, but from seeing it with clear eyes, an open heart, and a soul anchored in truth. Liberation is a shift in perception, not a change of scenery. Liberation is living in the world, but not being of it. It is feeling pain without becoming it, facing challenges without losing your center. You realize that nothing outside you can truly bind you. Freedom was never outside. It was always a light waiting to be remembered within. Awakening does not mean you stop feeling. You still laugh, cry, love, and lose. But you do it all from a place of deep presence. You no longer chase illusions or cling to outcomes. You trust the flow of life, knowing that every moment, even the painful ones, is sacred. Real liberation is not somewhere far away. It is here. It is now. It is the moment you stop searching for salvation outside yourself and realize you were whole all along. You are the light. You are the peace. You are the love you have been seeking. Liberation is a journey with many steps. First comes awakening. The moment your soul stirs from its long sleep, you begin to see through illusions. You question old patterns. You feel the pull toward something deeper, something truer. Awakening is the first breath of your true life. Next comes enlightenment. Enlightenment is not about becoming special. It is about becoming real. You no longer seek truth outside yourself. You recognize that love, peace, and wisdom have always lived within you. Enlightenment is the steady flame that no storm can extinguish. Finally, ascension. Ascension is not about leaving Earth. It is about embodying your highest self here and now. Your frequency rises. Your heart expands. You live with compassion, with clarity, and with a deep trust in the divine order of life. You become a bridge between heaven and earth. Awakening, enlightenment, ascension. These are not destinations. They are movements of the soul, lifting you higher, deeper, and closer to your eternal nature. Liberation is not about leaving life behind. It is about living life so fully, so openly, that you realize you are already free. As a soul nears liberation, subtle but powerful signs begin to appear. The first is deep inner peace. You no longer fight life, you flow with it. Even in chaos, you remain calm. Your heart becomes like a still lake, reflecting everything, yet disturbed by nothing. The second sign is profound compassion. You see through the wounds and fears of others. You no longer judge. You understand that everyone is doing their best with the consciousness they have. Compassion flows naturally from you, not as a duty, but as a spontaneous expression of love. The third sign is detachment. You no longer cling to people, outcomes, or possessions. You love deeply, but without chains. You give freely, live fully, and let go gracefully. You realize that nothing truly belongs to you. And in that realization, you find ultimate freedom, inner peace, compassion, detachment. These are the final gifts the soul receives before liberation. They are not achieved by force, but by surrender. When you stop resisting life and begin embracing it fully, you realize liberation was never a destination. It was who you were all along. Great beings like Buddha, Jesus, and other avatars did not return to Earth because of karma. They returned out of pure love. Having transcended the cycles of birth and death, they chose to come back, not for themselves, but to guide, to heal, and to awaken humanity. These enlightened souls carry the vibration of pure truth. They remind us that love is our true nature, that forgiveness is power, and that peace is not a distant dream, but a choice we can make right now. Their lives are living maps back to the source. They faced suffering, betrayal, and even death, not to escape it, but to transform it. Through their examples, they showed that love can endure all things, that forgiveness can heal the deepest wounds, and that awakening is possible for every soul willing to seek it. The enlightened do not demand worship. They call us to remember the light already inside us, to live with courage, kindness, and grace. They return as a testament to the truth. Love asks for nothing in return. It simply gives, endlessly. Breaking free from the cycle of rebirth is not about escaping life. It is about mastering it. The first step is awakening. You must see through the illusions that bind you, the false beliefs, the old wounds, the unconscious fears. Awakening opens your eyes to your true, limitless nature. The next step is letting go. Letting go of attachments, judgments, and expectations. You stop clinging to what must be and begin trusting what is. True freedom comes not from controlling life, but from surrendering to its deeper flow. In letting go, you rise above the illusions of form, love without conditions. This is the third step. You begin to love not because others deserve it, but because love is what you are. Unconditional love melts the chains of karma, heals ancient wounds, and lifts your soul into higher realms where rebirth is no longer needed. Finally, you raise your vibration. Every thought of gratitude, every act of kindness, every breath of mindfulness lifts your frequency. As your energy rises, you no longer resonate with the lower patterns of fear and separation. You become light itself, free, infinite, eternal. The path to awakening is not always a smooth road. One major obstacle is karmic delay. Old wounds, unfinished lessons, and unresolved energies from past lives can surface, creating detours and setbacks. These delays are not punishments. They are invitations to heal more deeply. Another obstacle is deep forgetting. The soul's true nature becomes buried under layers of conditioning, fear, and doubt. You may feel lost, disconnected, or trapped in illusions. Remember, forgetting is part of the journey. Awakening is not about becoming something new, but about remembering who you already are. Finally, there is the fear of losing the ego. Awakening means surrendering the small self, the identity built on stories, attachments, and fears. This can feel like dying, but what truly dies is only illusion. What remains is freedom, truth, and love beyond all fear. Now, I turn the question to you. Where are you on your journey of awakening? Are you just beginning to question the world around you? Are you deep in the heart of your healing? Or are you standing at the threshold, ready to step fully into your true self? No matter where you are, know this: there is no wrong place to be. Awakening is not a race. It is a sacred unfolding. Every step, every pause, every doubt is part of the journey. Trust the timing of your soul. You are exactly where you are meant to be. This is your invitation to listen, to feel, to awaken, not through force, but through curiosity and love. Your soul already knows the way home. All you have to do is follow the quiet whispers within, step by step, breath by breath. You were not born to merely survive. You were born to awaken. Beneath the noise of the world, beneath the layers of fear and doubt, your true self is waiting. Radiant, powerful, whole. This life is not a test you are meant to fail. It is a journey you were destined to remember. Remember who you are. You are not your fears. You are not your wounds. You are not the labels the world gave you. You are infinite light, infinite love, infinite potential. You are the soul that chose this life with courage and purpose. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. The power to liberate yourself has always been within you. No one else can walk your path. No one else can claim your light. But once you do, the whole universe celebrates with you. Take the first step. Trust your heart. You are more ready than you know.